Hello viewer and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. I'm Dialogue and I'm playing more RPG Maker MV. Last time I worked on filling out the enemy database. This time I'm thinking I'm gonna fill out the equipment section of the database. So let's hop right in. For the enemies, I didn't bother to fill in any statistics, mostly because I didn't have a clear picture in my head yet of where every enemy was going to go, so it'd be pointless. But with the weapons and the armors, I have a pretty clear idea of the progression system. Like, these first initial items will be what the players get in the beginning of the game. So the parameters should be low. This will also help me, it should also help me control the strength, the growth of the characters. As you can see here, their level up curves. Let me open it up. I can change this if I want. The game already has some set stuff up depending on the class, which is fine. That's great. It also gives me a baseline to work from when I'm making weapons and armor at different stats. The problem is, I don't know how much attack damage does versus defense. That's something I'm going to have to test as I go through. Depending on how much defense subtracts from a hit, what I'm aiming for with the characters is that the warrior class deals 2 damage to one enemy before the enemy dies. I think that's a good balance for the beginning of the game. With that in mind, let's go through and look at what I've already got here. Sword attack 10, that's fine. Axe attack 10, that's fine. Cane, bow, dagger. Well, the bow also does 10, but you can do it from the back row. And that is something I'm going to actually need to set up at some point. There's front row, back row. Yeah, for the enemies, a front row and a back row, I think I'm going to need to program in. So that's what the bow would be good for. Dagger, as you can see, does a little bit less damage, but there's more agility. Same with the claw. I'm actually thinking I'm going to take away some of the attack damage here. Maybe put it into agility. Having a sword and axe do the same thing, I'm fine with, mostly because I think giving players options, they do the same thing, but they look different, is fine. It's fine. Plus, I can differentiate them as they go up in level. So I think that's what I'm going to do with the claw, is drop the attack down so it's similar to the dagger at level 1. I can also give it descriptions for the in-game. As you can see over here, there's also traits I can give it, so I could differentiate the claw. Let's see what some of the traits are here. Element rate, physical. I could give it some element attacks. That could be what claw does, element damage. Same with the cane, if I want. I could do a debuff rate. It could debuff magic defense. It could debuff agility if I wanted to. It could inflict a state. That seems like something the cane would do. Or the axe, actually. That seems pretty good. And then state resist. I think that's more like an armor thing, though. That's what I think. Parameters. Let's see here. Yeah, this seems like stuff that gear would have. Armor would have more than... let's see. Hit rate. I want to change some of these up, like critical rate for daggers, especially. If we're going with the idea that daggers are like a rogue tool. Counter attack, that could be something for claws. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's add that in for claws. Okay. So, of course, it's 0 at level 1, which is fine. It's fine. You know what? No. I'm going to change it just to differentiate claws in the beginning. And then SP. Target rate, guard effect, recovery. Let's see. Anything for claws? Physical damage. Magic damage. Nah, we'll leave that alone. Attack element. Physical. It's fine now. Attack state. We're fine here. Attack speed. Value that is added to agility when determining attack order when a normal attack has been selected. So that means a claw would go faster than a dagger if I pump this up. All things else being equal. And that's fine, but I'm not going to do that. Not for this. Attack time? What does it say here? Increase the number of times a normal attack hits a target. Entering +1 means 2 consecutive attacks, and that I'm okay with. So let's do that. There. Ah! I have to do a separate... Right. I forgot about that. I have to do a separate... where was it? X parameter? Critical rate. You know what? No, that was for the... magic damage? I can't remember. I can't remember what the dang... One of these I changed. Dang it. I can't remember which one I changed. It's okay. It's alright. We have, attack state. No. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We want to do... Oh, these are all for skills. That's fine. Okay, let's ignore that. Equipped weapon. Well, let me go back, because this here, specifically, is for the classes. Being able to equip more than one type of weapon, more than one type of armor. Yeah. Ooh, dual wield. There we go. You have to have 2 claws, which means you sacrifice the use of a shield. I think that's good for extra attacks per turn with the claws, right? Yeah. Action times. What is this? Increase the number of times actions can be taken in battle by the specified probability. For example, entering 50% twice results in a character that has a 50% chance of attacking twice and a 25% chance of attacking 3 times. That is a good idea for later claws. That is a very good idea for later claws. What is this? Characters act independently without accepting commands in battle. That's something that could be like a berserk status. Guard, substitute, preserve TP. Okay, so that's for actual combat, not for the weapon. Collapse effect. Come on. Valid only for enemies. Change the effect for when they are knocked out. Okay. Party ability. Oh, this is something like passive. Gold double, encounter half. Right, okay. Good. Good to know. So we can change what the traits of the weapons in addition to their parameters. And I'm okay with that. Let's see. But for a level 1 item, price 300 is just too high. Let's say the maximum a level 1 character is going to want to spend on gear is 100, right? That means I will have to make sure that the gold the characters are getting is comparable. Not too much, not too little. I'm not a big fan of grinding, but at the same time, there should be some effort put into being able to outfit your hero, your character, with all the equipment they're going to need before they go running off to fight evil or whatever. Let's see. So let's change these all to 100 for the openings. I could also name them something else than the base axe, sword, whatever. I mean, it should be pretty obvious what they are, but at the same time, I could name this like wooden sword if I wanted to. Actually, you know what? No, wooden sword will be their starting gear. That's... I don't think I'm going to give it a wooden sword. That just seems cruel. All right, so I did that. Axe, you know what? I'm okay with giving axe a higher crit rate than a sword. So let's go over here. Parameters. Target rate, where was... Oh, it was X parameter. Crit rate. Let's give it a +2 at this level. Hit rate. Dagger, I'm going to up the hit rate, I think. Not a lot at this level, but some. Let's see. Bow. Now, this is where, I think trait, this is where being able to hit it in the back row would be. Cane, I'm going to change the attack element to magical. Oh, where was that? Parameter? Nope. I don't think I can change it from physical to attack. Physical to magical. But we can give it... We can give it that, sure. Anything else? MP regeneration? Well, I don't know. At this point in the game, that's a pretty powerful ability to give a cane. We can think about it in the future. You know what? I'm going to add it in there. There we go. I also should have added, because I just removed its parameter for attacking. Alright, let's do light then. Anything else I want to add to this? Debuff? No. State? No. Let's see. Yeah, I wish I could change attack element to magical, but it's a very specific element it changes to. That's fine. That's fine. For now, that's fine. Canes, I think what I can do is have them be less attack-oriented and more status effect-oriented. I think that would be a good idea. I remember one of the Final Fantasies did that with their... one of their weapon classes. It was, so let's lower this and raise this. There we go. I think it was rods, though, but I don't want to add another weapon group here. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the weapon icons and see if there's a mace, a whip, more bows. We can add these later in the game, though, actually. Right now, we can go bow and then differentiate, just like we have fist and claw here. I think that looks like a scepter, right? And that's more of a spear. That's more of a scepter. That's more of a mace. A club, jump rope. Let's see, lead pipe. Some of this stuff looks like it's sci-fi. That's fine. Cards. You know, that's an interesting... I mean, with spellcasters especially, I don't ever see cards. Let's see, that's a cane. Dagger, sword, mace, or Morningstar. No, I think this is a good selection for the beginning of the game. Let's go to armors real quick. We'll come back to weapons when we want to fill it out. So we've got shield, hat and shirt, I think, are light armor. We can differentiate, branch off from there at later levels to spellcaster gear, like robes and cloth and stuff. And stuff a rogue, the thief, the adventurer would wear, like leather armors. Then we have heavy gear here. A ring, an amulet. I want light shields or small shields, and I want heavy shields, but not at this level. At level 1, it should just be. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do 100 for that, sure. And then this stuff is gonna be even cheaper, I think, less than 100. So let's do a round number though. 80 for that. Rings. Rings will do 100 because they do... Actually, we could probably do higher just because they should be optional and they're going to do better than just protection. Heavy armor, I mean, like I said, I wanted it to be affordable at this level, but at the same time, it's more realistic that they would cost more than a plain old hat. Well, all right. What about 110 then? Let's compromise and say 110. That's fine. What was I saying about shields? Yeah, we'll differentiate shields later, but for now, it's good for everybody. So let's say the base is 10 defense, which means I've already done that. Good. Heavy armor, defense 20. Shield. I feel like shield should be smaller at this level. It's useful and it helps protect you a little bit more, but it shouldn't be like completely necessary for every class. Let's see. So rings. I guess I could have 2 different kinds of rings at level 1, and they could do different things. But what do I want them to do? That's the thing. How about resist? State. Poison? Blind, silence right now. Those seems like things I should give players later. What about max HP? Okay, that's a good one. Let's do max MP. But what do we want? Something small for the Spellcaster. What about let's do 10%. I want to see how much MP that changes, because I don't know how much MP I'm giving the Spellcaster at level 1. But we'll do that for this ring. And we'll just call this I want something that invokes, like, all casters. Apprentice ring. There we go. Apprentice ring. All apprentices use this. We could write that in the description. With something like all apprentices use this type of ring in the early stages. In the early stages of their... Oh, I should probably... Hold on. Instruction? Learning? In the early stages of their schooling? Well, we'll do schooling for now, but I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's apply so I don't forget. And then we can do amulet. Alright, amulets... Let's see. You know what? Maybe we should have... Where'd the ring go? Apprentice ring. Right, because I changed the name of it. Magic attack, I think, is too high. And let's bring it down to 0. Max MP. You know, if max MP is going up by 10%, I don't want to actually add... Oops. I don't want to actually add more MP, because I want to test what it does for the player. So let's leave this blank. Amulet, on the other hand, I want to get a good idea of what it can do for the player. Increases magic damage done? Yeah, but we want something for the physical fighter, right? Evasion rate, hit rate, magic evasion. Magic evasion is good for everybody. That's just I don't know. TP regeneration, HP regeneration. HP regeneration at this point in the game just seems like a bad idea. What about we'll do agility. Everybody could use agility. And we'll do 10% again, just because I want to see what I haven't locked in what the base parameters for the characters are going to be, so I don't know how much 10% will jump them up. How good that will make them. Affects things like attack order. Yeah, so it'll make them faster, but how much faster is the question. So we can do the let's see, we'll just call it a quick amulet. If we're going to go with amulets that increase your agility faster and faster and faster as the game goes on, we can change it to like Flash Amulet and Hermes Amulet and Hyper Amulet. But actually, No, we'll leave it quick. I had an idea to name it after like kids who can't sit still. They get too much energy, but that just seems like a low blow. So we won't do that. All right, which means we should name this stuff, I guess. No, you know, I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm perfectly okay with what we've got now. Let me leave a blank space because I might want to add something there else later. And then let's go in and start making better shields. So this will be small shield. Let's see. We do 100 there. Let's say this is the second town they get to, right? They've gone through a dungeon. The team has earned some money. And they're going to sell off their old equipment. So I don't feel like it's intelligent to... I don't feel like it's a good idea. Let's put it that way. To double the price? That just seems like a bad precedent to set for the rest of the game. But leaving it as 100, I don't like that idea either. No, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it as 100 because it's just a small shield. So let's see. We defense 5. We can do defense 10. I guess that's a good growth. 5. And then, oh wait, I didn't name it. Buckler. Oh no, that should be what this is. There we go. Okay, so small shield. Let's see, what could we name it? How about there we go. I like that. Iron disc. Okay. Then we could do a large shield here. Or heavy shield. Large shield, I guess. Okay. And this one I think we should make more expensive. How about 150? Just for now. You know what? There, 160. I can always change it later. So defense there is 10. What about 15? We'll have a small growth on shields, just so I don't make the player feel like they're completely necessary. I think I've said that already. What are we going to call this? Well, we can call it iron, and just to give the player the idea that this stuff is made out of iron, right? I'm actually going to need to look up names of actual shield types. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of ideas really quick here. I would just name them after shapes. We could name this one Iron Rectangle and then just be done with it. What about... you know what? I want to give this a parameter. Man, none of these parameters, though. Oh, you know what? No, I know what I want to do here. Nope, that's not it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that works. I still need, I think that's actually a small type of shield, so let's not do that. What about, and I think that's a little too cruel, so let's do attack. Actually, yeah, I think that's a little too cruel to just give them a -2 right off the bat. Iron wall. Let's call it iron wall, sure. I can always change it later if I don't like it. Hat's turn. All right, let's do... We could do more of these. This seems like something that would come later, so let's do... Let's see. 80 gold for that. Let's do 100. Sure. Armor type, general armor or light armor? For this one, let's do general armor, I think. Head. Thank you. We're gonna go 10 here. Let's do 20. Well, yeah, because it... I don't know. Yeah, 20's fine. 20's fine for now. And we can call it... we can call it a wide brim hat, sure. Or... yeah. That's fine. So then we want something for... If we're going to splinter, let's do this. We can call it... what are we going to call it? It's going to have less defense. Because it's... for spellcasters. Light armor. And... It's still going to cost 100. Head. Description. Or a name. Oh, gee. No, I don't like that either. Mage's cap. Sure. Actually, skull cap. I think I like that better. No. This one I like skull cap better. There. And then we can do... There. I'm happy with that. We should also change this up if we're going to go... If we're going to go in that direction with it. I don't see... 1%? No, that seems unfair. Yeah, I don't want to do that. M attack. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll do... I don't like that either. What about magic defense? There we go. 1%. There we go. Okay. Defense 10 and magic defense 5 because it's a spellcaster class. Sure. I like that. Seems good. What do we got next? Shirts. So we got breastplate here. We've got robes. We've got... This could be a cape, right? Yeah. We've got winter gear here. And then heavy armor. I like... yeah, let's go with this. That's what we've got for that, right? Yeah. Armor type. General. Body. Price, 100. You know what? It's going to be a little more expensive. Defense, we want it to be similar to the skull cap. So we'll go up to 20. Oh, what are we going to call this then? Depending on what we call this. Let's just call this leather shirt then. Or hide shirt. Sure. This one we can call... Leather armor. Leather armor works for me. And then we can branch off from there. So then we get the spellcaster's gear. How about that one? No. But these are capes. Like... yeah. That's more of a mantle than... I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'll keep that one. Okay, what are we gonna call it? We've got a mage hat, so why not mage robe? There. Okay. Armor type, I almost forgot. I did forget. Never mind. We'll do 110 again. Defense, we'll keep it low, just like we did on the other one. Magic defense, we'll give it some. And maybe. Now we'll leave that. We'll leave that the way it is. That's fine. Let's see. Another ring. Let's just throw that in. Let's just throw that in for now. Armor type. None. Wait a minute. Did I? General armor. Oh, okay. That might actually be a problem for me in the future. Accessory. I mean, it's general type armor. Setting equipped armor in trait lists enables to equip them. Okay. That's something I have to do for everybody then, right? But I don't like listing it as general armor. I want to make more armor types. That's what I want to make. But for now, it's fine. For now, whatever. It's fine. Let's. Ooh, this should cost. This should cost more, I think, since they're not. Since they're optional. That's what I was thinking of. Let's see. We have apprentice ring. How about ruby ring? And that'll be fire, obviously. There we go. Let's see. Parameters. I forget which one is protection. No. Element rate. Debuff rates. State resist. No. Boo. Slot type. Nope. Well, I can't remember. I can't remember how to put it so that it defends against a specific type of attack. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Oh well, let's do that. Whatever. Whatever. Then we could do. Let's do a couple of different rings, just because. 3. I think 3 is a good a good idea. We'll do emerald, and we'll do sapphire. I don't want to. Topaz. There we go. Okay. And then what? What comes after the ring? Another helmet. A big heavy one. Armor type. Heavy armor. Equipment. Head. Price. That'll be 200, I think. That'll cost more. Defense. What about 25? Sure. Oops, wait. Max MP. I think giving the big heavy guy some extra max MP is good. How much did I give magic defense on the small guy? 5? Yeah, okay, we can keep it. We can keep it basically the same. Well, do I want to call it iron? Yeah, let's just call it iron. There we go. Do I want to give it any other special kind of abilities? No. Not at this point in the game. The only reason I'm doing that with the mage stuff is because their attack stuff is so bad, or is going to be so bad compared to the fighters, that they're going to need to rely on their magic. And if they're going to need to rely on their magic, they should have a little buff in that area, I think. Oh, let's see. Because they're also trading off using MP, where the physical fighters are not. This one. Armor type, heavy. Equipment, body. Price, 200. Again, we'll go with. And before I forget, some extra HP. Wait, what did I name that? Put this one? 25. Okay. Yeah. No, not 50. 25. And then we'll do iron. Actually, you know what? Let's change that one. There we go. Iron breastplate. I like that. There we go. That's fine for now, I think. What did I do with that? Yeah. Okay. So let's apply again before I forget. Okay. What's that leave me with? Another amulet? Maybe we should shake things up in this case. Like a choker here? Well, that looks more like a circlet than a... Gloves, boots. We could actually... You know what? Yeah, let me go back here. I'm going to put boots down. Armor type. General. That's what these guys are, right? No, these are light. We'll do general armor. But then we don't have, like, another slot. I'm going to have to add that in. If I can remember where it's supposed to go. Armor types. Here we are. Change maximum to 7. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, I gotta just... Yeah, right. General, magic, light, heavy, small. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to do. I wanted to change it here. And we can put boots. Or feet. We can put feet. There we go. Apply. So what am I going to do here? General, magic, light, heavy, small, large. Huh. What about, instead of general armor, what about accessories? I think I like that better. Accessories. Yeah, because general armor can be a lot of other things. Whoops. I didn't mean to close it. I just wanted to save it. Whatever. It's fine. Let's go back to armor. We're good. You know what that means, though. Now I have to change apprentice ring to accessory. Same with the amulet. Whoops. Accessory. The ruby ring to accessory, as well as these. Oh, I didn't even set these. I didn't even bother to set these. Good thing I went back to it then. Jeez. That would have been terrible. Okay, so now I could do general armor for feet. Just regular leather boots, sure. Or just boots. Just boots. We don't even need to explain what those are. Let's see. 80? No, they should be cheaper than 80 bucks, right? What about 50? Well, we'll say the boots are 50. Everybody gets 50. Defense, we'll do 2. Agility, 2, because everybody can wear boots. We'll say everybody can wear boots, and they're not really that great, but they do give you small boosts in other areas, and that's fine for these boots. So then we go back to amulets, sure. But what do I want to do now? Because I don't want to do just an amulet. I want to mix things up. What about a... Well, anybody who's played Final Fantasy knows what a ribbon is good for, so let's not do that. A bandana? You know what? I will use an amulet to begin with. But what kind of amulet? We have quick amulet, so we could keep going with that, or we could... Maybe somebody doesn't want to use a quick amulet. Maybe they want something else. So how about a... I was going to say shield amulet, but we already have plenty of defense. Let's see, what would a fighter... What would the warriors want in terms of an amulet? They'd want extra HP, or... You know what? Let's do some status protections for the amulets. So we can have a poison resist amulet. And I'm just putting this in right now while I think up some parameters, some others. And then we'll name them some interesting, cool things if I care. Where was rate? State resist. There we go. Poison. Okay. It doesn't give me an option for how much it resists. I'm going to go back in there and look at this. Does it make them completely immune? Completely negates a state. If knockouts are negated, even if their HP falls to 0. See, that's not... This is what I'm looking for. Right. State rate. Changes the probability at which the use of a skill will succeed in applying a state. Oh. So this is what the player's doing to the enemy. I don't want... I don't want them to completely negate. Dang it. Special flag, collapse effect. No. 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 Is there no way to, like... Is there no way to make it so that they resist the effect, not just completely negate it? Wow. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, well... I don't want to give them complete status negation at this point in the game. It's just too easy. So instead, we're gonna have to change the name of the amulet then. But in that case, let's give them some magic defense. I think that's an amulet that gives magic defense. That's good. 2% defense? 3%. Nah. 3% defense at this level is pretty good. It's going to be expensive, though. Heck yeah, it's going to be expensive. Let's see. What did I... The ring was 200. So... 200's fine. I mean, they gotta pay for everything else, and I'm gonna make a couple of extra amulets. But if this is magical defense, then will? Disbelieving? Resisting? What can we say for magic defense? Shielding amulet. I like that better. Just shielding amulet. Yeah, that's fine. Armor type, accessory, of course. Accessory, of course. Nothing here changes because you're getting a pretty good magic defense at level whatever this is. Oh, you know what? I think, unfortunately, that looks like I'm out of time. I guess I'll have to come back to this again next time. Until then, stay safe and God bless.